It's less windy. Feels pretty chilly, actually, to me. I have a few extra bits and pieces on just to, as I was anticipating it, based on the forecast. We are here. Okay, we are here. We're going to sit on the ore stone for a bit. At the moment, we do not have any more than just a poop bag to carry. That would be nice. We are, however, carrying somebody's hat, which was dropped on the beach here. If it was plain black, I would want to keep it. It is not plain black, therefore I don't particularly want it. But we're going to have to... Well, there's no point in leaving it here. Might leave it on the post behind us, actually, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel when we leave. See how much rubbish we develop before we leave. Anyway, I'll get the ball out. You just wait for a minute. Right, the ball is out. And whilst he's getting that and dropping the hat on the floor there, there's a piece of that orange nonsense here. We should have that. I'll be leaving that there like that. We have a piece of fishing litter. There was yet another moronic comment on Facebook yesterday. I mean, there's almost every comment that's made on Facebook is moronic, but you know, some of these people who are sort of alleged pillars of the community, they come out with some utter rubbish, don't they? There's a drive in Brixham at the moment, and they're all self-congratulating and thinking they're doing so well that they're pushing drop-off points for crab nets. You know, they're not in any way saying, look, you shouldn't do crabbing because it's just, you know, torturing wildlife. It's, you know, we're past that now. We've grown up. We don't torture animals for our own pleasure anymore. But yeah, apparently we do. Loads of people think crabbing is a great idea, but they're so self-congratulatory that they're organising some sort of a recycling scheme for the crab nets. Yeah, like hell. And there was some moron on there, some utter moron saying, oh, you can't stop crabbing. That would be like saying stopping fishing. They were somehow connecting the fishing industry with crabbing. I fail to see any connection whatsoever. If anything, you would have thought you shouldn't do crabbing because that would encourage crabs to become larger and then become food for the fishing industry. But no, they were sort of linking, oh, you can't stop crabbing because that's just like stopping the fishing industry. What morons live in this place? Utter morons. I wonder if we ever will become intelligent and advanced enough to recognise that you don't go around torturing the wildlife just for a bit of fun. I wonder if they'll ever reach that. You know, I'm shocked that some of these organisations think they're doing so well when they're still encouraging the crabbing. They still encourage it. You know, having recycling schemes encourages it. It should be stopped. It should be banned. It should be regarded as animal torture because that's what it is. That's me rant over and done with. I'm just sick and tired of going on Facebook and reading morons making stupid comments. Morons in this place. It is breathtaking. And quite frankly, quite honestly, there is an argument for stopping the fishing industry. I'm afraid there is. But let's not even go there, shall we? Actually, I was going to try and make this a light day on the camera because I've had enough of it all, but whilst we're on the subject of morons and Facebook, my perhaps inappropriate post the other day of my confrontation with that guy who threw his bottle over the fence, I had a private message from somebody from Devon Live, that's like the local newspaper, wanting to do a piece on that. That's caused me difficulty now, hasn't it? Because quite frankly, I have no intention whatsoever of encouraging a newspaper article based on that video. All that would seek to achieve, all that would actually do in reality is get me a load more abuse and grief. You know, the trolls would be out and people would start, you know, saying, that I had been inappropriate and blah blah blah. All it would do is get me loads of aggro and grief. So I got no intention whatsoever of replying to her PM saying yes, go ahead. No, no, absolutely not. In fact, I am now motivated to potentially delete the posts just so that I don't have the aggro. So yet again, you know, somebody who can throw their bottle around and all of that is you know, kind of protected by the way things work. I despair, I do. Yeah. Enough with all that, I think. Enough with all that. I'm being ambushed here. I was picking up more fishing litter here. I was being ambushed. Half a flipping biscuit, mate. Only half a finger. Christ, that's it, mate. That's all you're getting. So I'm pulling rubbish out of the mound here. It's more of them filters. Why do they buy them? Don't understand that. Maybe they come free with something. Oh, it's everywhere you look, isn't it? Anyway, enough of that. I was heading for the post. I'm going to leave that hat on the post up here.
Morning, Terry.
Restrictions are in place for all 4 UK devolved administrations.
We got rid of the hat. somebody said they'd have it. As I said, I would have kept that if it was plain black, but it's not. So they decided to have it. Fair enough. If you're stupid enough to lose stuff like that, you lose stuff like that. I neglected to say I also, because I wasn't putting the hat on the post, I took the rubbish off the post. That was the rubbish I did not take yesterday. We are carrying that today. It's got a great quack, that duck. Every now and again it gives a quack, and it's a very good quack. There you go. That was shocking. I just discovered 2 ticks on there. I'm going to have a very, very good look at him when we get back home. Just found 2 on his head. How did I miss those? Yeah, I just tried this sort of thumbnail, unscrew it with a thumbnail trick and just wrench them out. Whether or not that is a safe thing to do, I don't know, but needs must. Not having him walking around with those on all day. We're going to have a very close look at you when we get home, mate. I bet there's more on you. I bet you. But yeah, two on his face, sort of just around either eye there. That was not good. That's fish come over the other side there. What I'm looking at is this dude here. He's making full use of the low tide there and exploring along there a little bit. That's bucket list stuff, you know. I've never done that, and probably never will now. But I'd fancied having a go at some point. He's obviously having a poke around there. Wonder if he can. He just found there. He's putting something under. He's probably a rock stacker. But yeah, if he kept on going a bit there, he could be up into the cave right there, which is just not that far from where the seat is above. Somewhere up there. Yeah, probably never do that. Not now, because I'm too tossery. Actually, I'm sure that the salt water has no beneficial effect with a tick infestation, but I think what I'm going to do is chuck the board out there and get them a bit wet, just in case it can assist. It can't do any harm, and it can't do any harm to where I just pulled 2 out of his head either, if I got a bit wet. Alright, let's do some barrett. Just paddling. Okay. What are you looking at here? What's that?
Divers,
That's
Solomon Coast Guard.
not natural, is it? That is not natural. That's part of a sponge, a scourer. I should add that to the bag. The ever-increasing bag. Okay. Yeah, shake those ticks off, mate. Shake them off. I can't figure out what he's doing. I can't quite figure it out. Let's see if he keeps an eye on the tide. Or he'll be cloning out. It's a very cracky duck.
You gonna shake? Yes. Shake. Shake. Good boy. Good boy. That's not wrong, is it? I've got training to do that when you're standing behind somebody.
He's done with whatever he was doing. He's climbed back over. Alright. Enough of the beach. I think enough of the beach. I haven't decided what we're doing yet, mate. I am very tempted to explore. We shall see. Yeah, let's see if I have the energy to be able to do the steps. Oh, Christ. Everybody's heading that way. Bad timing. Just wait there, mate. Just wait. We are climbing. That is only as far as I got. First breather. How far is that? It's not very far. Didn't manage to get very far at all. I am gasping for breath here already. Ah, and my legs are so weak now. Shocking. Wait for me. I'm having another breather. Right, what was it he said? Up to the golf course. And then third on the right, was that what it was? I'm up to the golf course, and what am I doing? I am not carrying that. There's a flipping bottle there. Brilliant. I'm going to put it over here. Very, very noticeably. Yeah, I should have filmed that. That was there was a man stood there, and we ended up having a conversation, so I couldn't very well. The third, what looked like the third track on the right, it was exactly my fear. It led to the cliff edge, so that's not flipping right. I got a horrible feeling we've missed it. I think we've gone past it. Oh, pheasants to the left here in the golf club. You'd have thought it would be a very well-worn track. That's what I'm kind of looking for. And I am lumbered with more rubbish, and it's going to be a carrier bag before you end up going back, isn't it?